Howdy guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's why I am. If you're not, welcome back. I've missed you. Today I'm going to show you how to make these cute frames. If you have paper packs lying around like I did, I came across these and was like, I never know what to do with these pages that are in my pages. And then so when I was coming up with creative things to do, I was like, these would make perfect dollhouse photos. So we're going to be using those. And then we're also going to be using wood from a laser. So if you're a member, you get access to these frames. They're in the dollhouse course. You can either join the course, and these frames are also available in the course, and that course will grow and you'll get that same price. You'll stay in the course for whatever the entry price is. There's tons of March Madness files that are in there. So if you are a laser cutter, you've got a ton of things ready for your dollhouses with your laser. All diode friendly, by the way. Everything for March Madness is diode friendly, under 12 by 12 that you can cut. Let's go. So I think this is like the beginning of pictures for me. I have so many fun things that I want to do, but this just was like, I could do this in a couple of seconds and get these things done. So if you have any paper packs lying around and you see that they have these cute little pictures, you can start with these. And then I actually designed my files to work for frames for these sizes. I think there's like squares, rectangles, and littler squares. You can scale them if you need to, but I was finding that like all the Michaels packs and old Joann's packs had very similar sizes. So I just went and designed these scalloped files for them. If you guys want more frames, let me know the sizes you're looking for. I plan to kind of show you guys how to design these things in the future, but until then, I want to make sure you guys have files available. I'm using my old M1 Xtool until I can afford to get a CO2 laser, but I love my Xtool. I have the old version of it and it's still going strong. I definitely need to clean it out, but it works great for this wood. I'm using 1/16 wood for the frames. I've been doing a lot of things with 1/8 wood, but there's tons of accessories for Dollhouse that I think works really good with 1/16. And then I did want to demo a few different things with this. So I'm using the Marvy chalk pens. And this one was actually one of their pens that smells like the deco color that smells like spray paint. And then when I got over to my other frame, you'll see I realized their acrylic paint pens are actually where it's at for doll furniture and doll accessories. But when I was laying out all my pages, I saw this kind of laid out like a scrapbook and I was like, wait a second, that's actually super cute. And it kind of goes with the theme of the Mad Craft Room where things are just like not exactly how they're supposed to be and things are supposed to be crooked and wonky. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hot glue this how it was already on the paper because I think it looks super cute, which made me think this would be really fun to do an actual wall like this. So we'll see if I actually get to that point in life, but until then my doll houses will be where all of my dreams come true. So I just slid this into one of the rooms on my IKEA dollhouse. I was originally going to put it on the top shelf, but I want to keep the black and white stripes going because I definitely wanted to do this stand tall. I feel like it goes with my theme, which is like big things, little things and big things, because, you know, it's the Mad Craft Room. Some things make you taller and some things make you small. So I thought that was cute. Even though like flamingos, I don't even know. I just thought it was cute. And then I was painting with the Americana paint for the Paris room because I wanted to pull this slightly like teal out because there's this little teal table on that picture. So I was just getting really creative with all of these things. And then when I saw this little dog, I was like, you know, it would be really cute to add three-dimensional things. I plan to add some rhinestones to the little mouth of the model girl in the other room. But I was like, let me just start with a little bow. And this was just one way to like elevate your pictures just a little bit. And I love this about dollhouses. It's like, not everything has to be exactly how we would do things in real life because they're dollhouses. These are things that maybe would be cute, but not so much, you know, on our real houses. So I was gonna do these little polka dots and I got this pen out and I realized it's an acrylic paint pen by Marvy, which is a member, is a partner. So if you're a member, you get discounts to all of their pens. I do have a few pens on my shop, Auntie Tay, AuntieTay.com. I have a few pens, but I don't have the acrylic paint pens. But then I was realizing these were bleeding in the wood, so I was like, I'll just paint the whole thing. And that's when I fell in love with like the coverage and everything. And I was like, I gotta order myself some acrylic paint pens. These things are awesome. And they don't smell. So with my other pens that smell like spray paint, I have to use outside, whereas these work really good for inside. So I made like 4 different frames and they're so cute, and I'm gonna add some packs and kits to my website as I start to make kits for you guys. So if you're watching this later in the future, check out if I have any fun kits for you guys. But these are so cute. Literally just makes me want to make more dollhouse stuff all day long. Love you guys. I hope this inspired you. Bye.